Hello again everyone, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Racing 2003 season with the 2019 mod with 2021 cars. We are here at the Monster Mile at Dover for 40 wonderful laps in our Critical Role Camaro. On the inside, a few rows ahead is Brandon in that Mountain Dew Toyota. Number 27, Ryan Blaney on the pole, looking very fast as usual. And we are getting ready to put the power down. Very difficult here on this concrete racetrack, that's for sure. Starting in third gear, actually. Looks like everything went okay. Or no, we were in second, but very ginger on the throttle. Sometimes you can restart in third, sometimes you restart in second and just anticipate that car getting loose. We get a little loose, and Newman up into the wall, no worries. Newman gets into us just a little bit, but we keep rolling. Looks like the green stays out. And I don't know if we moved up into Newman or Newman came down. That's something we'll have to take a look at, but already a little bit behind the 8-ball. But the way these AI cars drive side by side, they slow each other up a ton, especially off of turn 2 and turn 4. So I think that's where we're going to make most of our work today. As far as pit stops are concerned, we're probably going to do 4 tires at the halfway mark at lap 20. There is a significant amount of tire fall off, not like Darlington last week for sure, but certainly 4 tires are much better than 2. Though if strategy dictates, we might take 2 tires under a yellow to get some track position, not sure. We'll just see how this race plays out. Under the 17 of Busher, and looking under the 41 of Custer, following that 34 of Michael McDowell. Bubba Wallace in front of him. And it looks like they're dicing up in front of us, but we're sort of stuck in traffic. It looks like Brandon's got free and clear and is single file up there with those cars in front of Joey Logano and Kurt Busch. And single file is definitely the way to go. You want to open up that corner as much as possible. There we go, out to the wall past the 41. And have to be very careful here with these cars, really slowing down in the middle of the corners and really slow off, as you can see, into McDowell just a little bit, trying to follow Bubba Wallace through. Looks like they put Austin Dillon on the high lane. That may be advantageous for us as we come around to complete another lap. Good run off the corner. Let's peek under that 23. And we'll get the pass done very quickly, almost a slider. Up to the second groove, a little bit of grip there, no worries. If you know you're going to head up there, you can sort of anticipate it and catch it. The way this track sort of unloads going into the corner, there's that little bump and it feels like you're on a roller coaster right here, and then it loads up, and if you're not set, up the track you go. But now single file, and most of the cars here are single file. They've worked themselves out. So we'll go one at a time with William Byron here. Cars in the mirror side by side, slowing each other up, so no pressure from behind. Byron looks to the inside under the 3. That's not the first time Dillon's been put out there. We can sort of diamond the corner a bit, let it drift up and get powered down the hill. We'll be 3 wide, I believe, with Dillon and Byron. Right on the inside clear. Dillon, he rolled out. Byron's still up there. Just a little bit. We'll make the pass in the middle of the corner and start working on Chase. And if Kurt Busch is going to slow up DiBenedetto and Chase here, that would be great for us. Good launch off the corner, and I believe on corner entry, we may be a little bit faster than these guys. Definitely rolling the center a little better. And a good launch off. So I think we are faster than these 3 cars in front of us, especially going side by side like that. Kurt Busch on the high side. And Chase gives us the lane. We'll follow DiBenedetto down through the bottom. Half a lane up, rolling that center. We should complete the pass. There we go, and we're able to get out to the wall, carry that speed around DiBenedetto. Looking to that inside, can we get there? Yes, indeed. A little bit of an aggressive slider there, but no harm, no foul. And Joey Logano is next, and it'll take a few laps to get up there, but it looks like the cars in front are going side by side. This race does tend to go green, so lap traffic will be a factor, especially in years past. Lap cars have decided the winner, gotten in the way, or run the wrong line, or not allowed the car to drift out, taking the good racing lines away. Oh, that's not good for anyone. Do not touch the apron. It's a pretty stark difference. Unlike Darlington, where the apron was an easy blend up to the racetrack, Dover, it's a pretty sharp embankment, that is for sure. Definitely do not want to get the left side tires down there on the gray stuff. And setting up for Priest here, Logano makes that pass. A decent run for Priest unfolding. Denny Hamlin in front of Logano there. Looks like Bowman and Almirola, so we're getting towards the top 10, I believe. Not sure exactly where we qualified, but the high lane was definitely a hindrance. It's a shame there's no choose rule in play, although we couldn't have taken it anyway, but in real life, the bottom may be the way to go, and we may see a bunch of drivers fighting to get to that bottom lane. Just a touch of the apron, no worries. And out to Logano. We managed to catch up quite a bit on Logano, and we are closing in on Hamlin a bit. Just trying to take care of our tires as much as we can until we get to that lap 20 pit stop. Once we pit, of course, we want it to cycle through, as I do not believe the AI cars are going to be coming down when we do. I think they're going to run this as long as they can, and I believe they can go to about lap 30. So they can go 10 extra laps on a tank of fuel. Tire wear would definitely be a factor, though. And let's see if we can catch up to Hamlin. Yeah, if Truex keeps peeing on the wheels of progress here in front of Larson, this whole little train in front of us can slow down a bit. But single file is definitely tough to catch up to. We need them to be a little bit more enthusiastic trying to pass each other. And it may be only a matter of time before lap cars start to be caught by the leader. But taking a very easy approach into turn 1 to get the launch off of turn 2 all the way down the straightaway. That's what I like to see there, Almirola. Almirola under Larson, Hamlin under Bowman. So yeah, they'll bring those guys right back to us. Truex looks like he's gapping just a little bit, but there we go. And as you can see, the difference between side-by-side and single file is tremendous. Get right out to the outside of Hamlin. Let's see what we can do here. We may hook it down to the bottom under Bowman here. Try to get the run off the corner. Look to the inside of Hamlin, 3 wide. Let's see if we can keep our fender there, hook the bottom as best we can. Hamlin was right there, gave us just the tiniest bit of room, but we got a 3-fer right there going into turn 1. And yes, indeed, I do see the 14 of Chase Briscoe in front of Truex. That's going to slow him up. There is Daniel Suarez as well. So these lap cars may help keep us in touch. Now we need to complete the pass on this 14 before we get to the straightaway. Not going to happen. Let's see if we can push Almirola past his teammate. And that pass is done. Suarez slowing up Truex as well. We can take advantage. Jump on Almirola. Oh, Truex almost got pinned behind the 99, but we'll keep the 10 back there. And now Eric moves to the bottom to make the pass. We'll get the run off the corner. Maybe in turn 3 we can take a look on Truex here. Ooh, Truex moves down. It was a late move on our part. I'm not going to blame Martin for that. He did give us the room. Thank you so much. We'll owe you one in the future. All right, the Spire Motorsports car around. And we'll see if we can take the high lane around. That works. There we go. And setting up for Alfredo. The pit stops are coming up. Let's get it slowed down. And there we go, double downshift, and we can see Brandon already has his left side tires on, and he is down and away, so that is a ton of track time, or he pitted a lap sooner. But we'll be in for our 4 tires and fuel, boys. Let's go. Sounds like they may be beating out the damage on the right side. Can't wait to get the tear off of this thing, and down and away. And now let's get this thing cycled through. Looking to our right. Don't see Brandon just yet. He may have already passed us here. Nope, there he goes on the outside of Ross Chastain, 3 wide. Trying to get the most out of those new tires as best we can. There's Quinn Houff, and clear behind the 00. All right, let's get up to speed and get as much as we can out of it. Thankfully, we're running alone. So if we can continue to run alone as much as we can, we should be really putting down some good lap times, much faster than everyone else, that is for sure. Let's get to the outside. I knew the 00 would be down on the bottom, and those 4 fresh tires allow us to make that move without so much of a headache. And yeah, just running this thing as best we can while we can. Get everything out of these tires. The only downside is once they get tires on, they're going to be pretty fast. It's going to be tough to pass them at that time. So we just need the time that we make up on new tires now to be more than the time that they make up on new tires towards the end of the race. And overall, better delta. So under the 23 and the 42, these were the guys that Brandon was fighting. So we'll go to that outside. There's the 7 of LaJoy. That will work out for us. We can hook the bottom and get right around. Looking for Brandon. He must have been making a ton of time up. And a few cars are coming down to pit road. We'll give them the space, and looks like Briscoe gave us the bottom. Much appreciated. Didn't lose any time there. Outside of Suarez as well. And still pretty clean sailing as far as the lap times are concerned. No one is really getting in our way for pit stops or otherwise. And I believe that's Brandon right there going through turns 1 and 2 all alone out there. So that is essentially the gap I have to make up, and it's quite a substantial gap. He was able to get a much better restart than us. Wasn't tied up by traffic too awful much, I don't believe. And that indeed was the difference. As these cars start to trickle back onto the racetrack, we'll see if he gets tied up. So going around the 7 again, everyone else is cycling through around the 17. And there's the 20 of Christopher Bell. Selling in behind that 20. And like I said, this is going to be where it's going to be toughest because they are on fresh tires right off of pit road. We've got a few laps on our tires, so we won't be able to make as aggressive as moves. You can see Christopher able to just put the power down right there and leave us just a little bit. We need these guys to run side by side. Oh! Hard in the wall. So that was the 24 of William Byron. Yeah, we'll go around the 1 here and see where that puts us for the restart. So I will be right back. Pace car about to move off, and unfortunately with less than 10 laps to go, it's a single file restart and there are some lap cars in the way. So we'll have to make do with what we have and try to make up as much time as possible. And we'll see how these tires do after a heat cycle, that's for sure. Green flag is back out and really loose on acceleration. We need some heat in the tires. Brandon slips up a bit, and yeah, it is like ice going into the first turn. No grip. I have wheel in it, just not turning at all. So Brandon got shuffled out. Looks like Truex passed, and we just don't have any grip. We're riding on frickin' stones here. Let's see if we can get some heat in these tires, drift up a bit, and man, it is a handful. It looks like Brandon is going through the same thing. Tyler Reddick under him. Out of the way, please. Yeah, we have to run the top because we cannot hold that bottom. Putting all the wheel into it, I can, and we just keep sliding up. Everyone else seems to be sitting pretty and going fast. Under the 12 of Blaney, there we go in the middle, 3 wide. Brad goes to the inside. And I believe the car is finally starting to come back to where it was before the restart, but man, it was a Greek tragedy what just transpired here. Oh, come on, Kevin. So Brad will fill that hole. Harvick under the 38. We couldn't follow him through. Brad filled that gap quick, fast, and in a hurry. Just losing spots because we are not able to keep it pinned down. Yeah, still not the greatest, and they are on better tires than we are. Side by side with Brad. White flag is out, 1 more lap to go. We'll complete that pass. Brad looks to the outside. It's amazing how fast all of those cars were on that restart. Last corner, Brandon up top, and there is the checkered flag. So where did we come in at? We came in on 4th. All right, let's take a look at the top 10 standings. So Brandon in first. In second was Kevin Harvick. We were third, outstanding. 4th place, Brad Keselowski. 5th place, Ryan Blaney. 6th place, Eric Almirola. 7th place, Kyle Busch. 8th place, Chase Elliott. 9th place, Joey Logano. And rounding out the top 10 is Alex Bowman. So let's take a look on the start of the race when we kind of drifted up into Newman. It'll be interesting to see on this backstretch whether or not did we move up or did Ryan move down? Yeah, we drifted up into Newman. I didn't know he was there. So that set us back quite a bit. And 42 into Newman. Ross Chastain got a ton of Ryan Newman's back bumper, and we all kept going. And yeah, some right side damage. So that was the lap 1 incident. And then next up was William Byron into the wall hard. So racing for 20th going into turn 3. Stenhouse got hooked. He was coming off of pit road, got into Reddick. And Reddick turned Stenhouse into William Byron. Yeah, so Stenhouse was really slow coming off of pit road, almost Kevin LePage. Yeah, that was almost a Kevin LePage thing, just coming off of pit road too slow, blended into the racing line, and nothing good happens from there. So let's look at the standings after Dover. That is the 7th win for Brandon. We're sitting at 4. Hamlin and Logano with 1 apiece. Colt Custer is your cutoff driver, 6 ahead of McDowell, 11 ahead of Newman and Reddick. Christopher Bell, 19 points behind, and we're starting to open the gap just a little bit. 1 race from 10th down to the cutoff, and next week we go to the Great Unknown in Austin, Texas at the Circuit of the Americas. So the inaugural run there should be fun, but like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for COTA. Take care.